Morning, Trainiacs. It is day 3 Ironman World Championship, and we're swimming with this cat, Gerry Rodrigues, and it's rough. We're gonna get splashed around. Let's do it.
Can't get it warm up, and that's what we're going to start off with this morning over where we initially ran into each other. Like 30 arm strokes. Here's an arm stroke. 1, 2, 3. 30 arm strokes easy.
So we are here with probably the most famous duo in triathlon, Gerry Rodrigues and Big Lube, Jim Lubinski, hosts of the Tower 26
Thanks for having
podcast.
us, buddies. Finally, you bring me on here.
Well, you know what?
It's insulted by all these other nudniks you have on. Now you have me on.
Well, I've been going for
Blowing
beauty
up the
here
internet.
this entire time, and
very true. Very true. I don't want to scare the viewers away. I'm good. I have a face for radio. That's what I always tell Gerry.
Well, it's perfect. Yeah. Hence your success on podcasts.
Exactly.
So we just did the open water swim with how many Tower 26 friends, colleagues, Tower 26 affiliate members? About 50?
We're at quite a few.
Yeah, I'd say about 50. Yeah. It works out about that.
Yeah.
200. Why not? We say what we want here.
Whatever
We're in charge of
through
this.
the magic
recording.
of television.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mel will CGI all the additional swimmers in there for us. So obviously, with that many people showing up, you guys know a lot about open water swimming. I've benefited greatly from your knowledge this year. Starting with you, Gerry, why don't we say, for the people that are like that 115 to 130 amateur triathlete that come into Kona or any race that's going to be a mass start, sprint, Olympic, doesn't really matter. It's a really unfamiliar environment, like you say. How do people like that are in that really big chunk of swimmers with a lot of people around, maybe not so confident in their open water swim abilities, how do they approach that kind of race?
Well, first, Taren, thank you for having us on. Those things need to be built into training sessions. If you're at the race and those haven't been built in already into your pool sessions and or already executed open water sessions, it's too late. So those listening to this, for instance, if you're racing Kona for the first time, I'm not sure what value we can add at this moment, because this should have been done in the 3 months leading up to this. But if you're out there and you get caught up in, for instance, when the amateur men go off and then the amateur women go off, you're going to have big groups, right? And it's going to be a lot of contact. That's normal. It's a lot of folks concentrated in a really small area trying to swim around that course close to the buoys. Bottom line is, when contact occurs, it's not intentional. It's just a lot of people in small quarters, tight quarters, and no one's actually trying to wrestle you out. It's just proximity creates a little bit of contact. You have to realize, hey, that wasn't intentional. Just stay on your game. Additionally, we want to be sighting frequently so you can avoid some of those things. So think 5 to 10 seconds ahead, big cluster of folks ahead of you, maybe you're going to give yourself some space and go around it, not put yourself into that situation.
So let's talk about your experience. You started off your first race, I want to say I heard at some point, your first half Ironman was a 46
Every time Gerry tells this story, it's higher and higher. So I think it was actually like 41 minutes, but if Gerry tells his story now, he's told it so many times, I think it's at
like
an hour and 2 minutes.
Getting pulled out of the water?
But that's fine, it is. 40 minutes, hour 2, it's all the same.
And you've got down to pro triathlete in what, 25, 26, 27 kind of range swimming?
Yeah, probably think 28 was my best, but you'd make up for on that run. But you're right though, I came to the sport not knowing anything. So my first mass start was Ironman Arizona in 2008. My first Ironman mass start. I got up to the front and said, I'm gonna crush it right now. I go in, gun goes off, and it was like salmon fighting for air. I never hyperventilated so bad in my life. But that was a major learning experience, because what you find in these mass starts is, especially if you're in the 105, what do we say? What's the range we're going? 115? 130 range. You're not that comfortable in the mass start. So you're there, you have the race anxiety, it's race morning, you've done everything, there's all these people around you, you're nervous, the gun goes off, your heart's racing, you go as hard as you can, hold your hand. What are you doing? You're holding your breath, right? You gotta make sure you're exhaling, you're staying relaxed. If you're holding your breath, what you're doing is holding your breath, breathing in on that old air, holding your breath again, breathing again on that old air, and what happens then? Hyperventilation, right? So you gotta stay relaxed when a gun goes off, because you don't want to be breathing that new air on top of the old air, the carbon what is it, monoxide, dioxide, one of the carbons
It is
built up
whatever
in
you
your
say.
system.
Whatever you, yeah.
You
Magic
hyperventilate.
of television will fix
Right,
it.
exactly. No, no cutting. I don't want any cutting on this. We're just going straight. So it builds up, you hyperventilate, build into it. By the second buoy, you should be into your race pace, but there's no reason to pin it off the start. Stay relaxed and make sure you're breathing.
That's good. That's good. And the thing that I like to do that I think we're on the same page of, you concentrate more on the breath out than getting a big breath in. Would that be right?
I've never thought of it in those terms.
Well,
but
you know, Gerry, you may not have thought of it, but you do say breathe out of your mouth. And where does most oxygen come? Out of your mouth. So he does say that. Maybe.
Never
bite
heard
him
you
up.
say in a workout, concentrate on having a good breath in. You always say, concentrate on a big breath out.
Well, most people, to Jim's point, tend to hold their breath, and in fact, some of that's even taught in triathlon about holding your breath until the very end, because that's going to make you more buoyant. Well, there's no sport that we have or no activity that I'm aware of where you're taught to hold your breath, running or riding. Why are we holding it in swimming? That is not something we should be practicing. So
One thing that I want a little bit of clarification on, you once said that here in Kona, the start line is so wide that a lot of people, well, everyone has the option of going from anywhere on the right all the way down the buoys to over on the left where there's less people. But you gave a stat about if you did the math on how much longer you had to swim, going way off to the left, staying out of that churn. How much longer approximately did it make it for you?
So it's simple Pythagoras, right? So you got the straight line, and it's 1.85 kilometers straight out, approximately. And if you start at 100 meters over from the buoy line, which seems like an eternity, it's 340 feet, whatever it may be, that diagonal to get to the turn buoy, it's an extra 8 feet.
An extra 8
Extra
feet.
8
if you
feet,
go way off
which
to
is
the
from the
side.
toes to here. That's it. I mean, that's it. It doesn't make any difference at all. So the key is you want to find yourself in an optimal placement at the start where it's not too crowded. You want to maximize your opportunity for success.
And this isn't just Kona.
In general, sure.
Pythagoras, that's a triangle, and that exists in sprints or super
I have
sprints.
no idea what you guys are saying right now. All I know is
History
you guys have
books.
ketchup flavored potato chips, and those are my favorite.
Let's end it off here with Jim. What's been the biggest lesson you've had coming from age group, like hockey, big muscular guy, sinky kind of swimmer background?
Well, the biggest thing is staying within yourself, not trying to do. There's no race day magic. The way you've been training day in and day out is what's going to happen on the race day. Don't go into the race day, hit the gun, and say, okay, now I've been swimming 130 pace per 100. Now I'm going to come into the race and swim 115. You're going to get to the first buoy and completely blow up and have to hold on to one of the lifeguard, boards. Stay within yourself, race within yourself, and that goes within for the entire day. I know I'm a strong runner, so I know on the swim I got to stay within myself. On the bike I got to stay within myself. On the run, if I have anything left at the last 10K, that's where it happens. So the biggest lesson is staying within yourself and not letting the ego get the best of you.
I like that. Thanks, fellas. Thanks for all the help this year.
Thank you.
You guys
Great,
have helped
man.
a lot.
You guys got a little competition here with
A
that.
little bit with the buses, yeah. Well, we'll be linking in the description below to a live podcast that these fellows are doing tomorrow. It'll be live by the time you see this. And what are you talking about? Do you know yet?
Race course. Coach Gerry's going to go in depth, and we're going to take some questions from people who are racing the course.
In detail, all the pieces of the race. Where to start, what to do, what happens at certain segments, buoys, how far apart they are, all the variables that are going to occur. We're going to go in-depth peel away at that.
It's going to be great nuggets that any swimmer can use. We're going to relate it to this course, but it's going to be really good for open water swimming in general.
Thanks, fellas.
All right. Thank you.